Now we'll continue with the non-numerical model. This is quite easy if you understand the sum. Now look here, the sum says m times the mth element of an AP. This is statement 1. I put STM1. STM means statement 1. The statement 1 says mth time means m dot, m times mth term is called Tm. So m times the mth term of an AP is equal to, put a big equal to, n times its nth term. N times means n dot Tn. This is actually given. And we have to prove that m plus nth term is 0. Tm plus n equal to 0. This is required to prove. RTP means required to prove. So again I repeat, the sum says m times the mth element of an AP. So m times means m dot Tm equal to n dot Tn is given. This you have to prove equal to 0. Now look here, m times m, you put a bracket, Tm is nothing but a plus m minus 1 into d. You know already Tn equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So Tm is nothing but a plus m minus 1 into d. When you replace the n by m, you get this. Similarly, n into Tn we know already is a plus n minus 1 into d. This is Tm. So m times means m into a plus m minus 1 into d equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we just continue with it. You multiply, you get ma plus, when you multiply this you get md into m minus 1. You multiply m and d first and put here and put m minus 1. Similarly you get na, not ma, you get na, and the last one you get is actually nd into n minus 1 into d. It is simple expansion. So m into a is ma, m into d you put first and then put this m minus 1, n into a, nd into n minus, just expand it. After this look here, this ma you keep as it is, plus you multiply this, you get m square d minus md. If you multiply this equal to na plus n square d minus nd. So you get 6 terms totally, 3 this side and 3 this side. Now you group the terms. I take it, you write ma first and bring the na this side. So you get minus na. This is called grouping. So group these two terms. Next, group these two terms, I put tick, plus m square d minus n square d. It will come this side. Last one is group these two terms. You get, this will come here, you get minus md plus nd equal to 0. So two numbers you can group it. So bring all one side. While bringing ma and na, you just group it. M square d and n square d, you group it, md, and when it comes this side, it will change the sign. Now look here, a is common. So when you take out a, you get m minus n, plus here if you find d is common. So when you take out d, you get m square minus n square, minus, here also d is common, but here you have taken minus outside, you must be careful. You get m minus n. Remember, this plus will become minus here, because minus into minus you get this plus. Because you are taking minus outside, here you must be careful. Little careful when you take minus outside. Now look here, a into m minus n plus d into, you get m minus n into m plus n. This is a formula, a square minus b square formula. M minus n into m plus n, you get minus d into m minus n equal to 0. Now what you do is, you divide by m minus n. So this m minus n, this m minus n and this m minus n will get cancelled. Again I repeat, after this step the m minus n is found in 1, 2 and 3 places. When you divide this m minus n, this m minus n and this m minus n will get cancelled. You get, dividing by m minus n, you get first a plus d into m plus n minus d equal to 0. This is what you get. The m minus 1 will cancel. Now again d is common. So when d is common, you get a plus m plus n minus 1 into d equal to 0. This is nothing but the m plus n term. M plus n term is nothing but a plus m plus 1 minus 1 into d equal to 0. So this is nothing but, the whole thing is nothing but term of m plus n which is equal to 0, which you have to prove. So it's a very easy sum. I repeat it fast. M times nth element means m dot tm. Nth time n element is tn. You just put tm as a plus m minus 1 into d. And we know already tn is a plus n minus 1 into d. Just expand. Group the terms. Grouping is very important. Take a common and d common and cancel the common element. And again you take d common, you get the m plus n term. T m plus n equal to 0. Hence proved. Hence, hope you understood this sum. Cut.